Okay, those are blue tanks. Oh, there's a tank right in my ass. Angle, angle. Angle, reverse angle. And now we'll go for the turnaround. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. Not completely. Oh, man. Woo!
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a brand new tank battle simulator in the works, and it's called Panzerkampf. Hey guys, Mr.BeetleBum of course here. I have not made videos in a long time for one reason or another. But I gotta tell you, the other night I was sitting there and I saw that Sophie, sweet Sophie, was streaming, so I went and checked out what she was playing, and she was playing this game, a brand spanking new tank battle simulator game. Now, remember, this is open beta right now. This has not fully launched at all. The game's name is Panzerkampf. And I saw her playing it, and I know that I had this wish listed on Steam, so I was like, wait a minute, how are you playing this game already? You lucky girl, you. And she said, well, just go to the website. So sure enough, I went to the website, bing, and you can download the game right now. Like I said, it's open beta, and play it. So that I did. And I gotta say, this game is fun. It is really fun. It's comically fun. The gun handling is something that I keep talking about in my streams because it's something that just makes me laugh every time I play it. The gun handling is more realistic. In other words, when you're going over terrain like this, you know, in other tank games that we won't mention names of, the gun handling is pretty good. Okay, it's just pretty much stable, you know, a little bit moving. Whereas this, you're going ka-ding, 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 ka-ding. Try shooting a tank on the run when your gun's going up and down, but that's more realistic, I hear. And yeah, like I said, it's not easy mode like other games. It's definitely more realistic, and it's fun though. It's fun. Another thing that's more realistic about this game is, you know, this little guy right here is not that heavy, so he can't, you know, drive over a stack of logs or telephone poles, you know, like 8 of them. He can just, you know, he comes to a dead stop. Whereas when you get up to the higher tiers, like say the Pershing or the Super Pershing, you know, they just right through it, no problem. There's a lot of things about this game that I will be making other videos about in the future to talk about. But right now, this is really just an introduction video. I just wanted to let you know about the game, you know, kind of get it on your radar. The thing that I really like about it, in 2 days of playing this game, I've gone from, you know, not knowing anything about it to becoming a CC basically for the company. And that's why you can see up there I got like 9 million gold and 12 million silver. That's not normal. It's not normal. But one thing I really like about the company so far is that they're listening. They keep asking, you know, what do we need to change? What do you think would make it better? These are great things to hear from a company that's making a game. You know, I mentioned how I played Valheim early on, you know, open beta, and we never heard from anybody. You know, I played other games, and actually the main tank game that I've played for 12 years, I remember when they used to listen, they would have, you know, meetings where they would invite the player base and sit there and talk to them, say, okay, what do you think, guys? What do we need to work on? You know, how do you like the changes we've done, blah, blah, blah. So that is very, very good to hear. And it makes me think that there might be a chance for this game. You know, somebody said, hey, is this a Watt killer? And I will go into that later in another video. But right now, let's just say it's just too early to say. The proof will be in the pudding, but the pudding isn't getting cooked yet. In other words, Yeah, we'll be able to find out when we get to see the end product. But right now, this isn't the end product, so we're not going to know how it's going to turn out. That being said, there are some real good things about it. I'm going to give you, in this video, like I said, it's just a short introduction video. I'm going to give you one reason why this game is so much better so far than other tank battle simulator games I've seen. Okay? Now, you're going to have to forgive me because, like I said, I have a CC account. And that's why the tanks are all bought. Okay? So, normally, this is the tier 1 for the American line. There's only the Americans, there's the Germans, and there's the Russians. And in this game, you play Axis versus Allies. So there's the Germans on one side and Russian and Americans on the other side. We've heard that they will be introducing Italy and Japan to, bring out more tanks and make it so that poor Germany isn't always by themselves. But when you go into one, you pick which country you want to play. And this has 9 tiers, not 10 tiers, okay? There's not a bunch of different types of tanks. There's 18 tanks in the game right now. Remember, open beta. So not a lot of tanks to pick from. All those will come later. But if you go in, and let's say you pick America. America! And you want to, play the America, so you get the tier 1, you get the M2A4. And then you play a game, and in that game, you say you get like about 5,000 of these, okay? 5,000, let's call it credits, silver, whatever you want. And then you play another game, you get another 5,000. Now, when you go in here, when you get this tank, you're going to click on your commander, and there's going to be a price over here. Let's say 50 silver, that's going to get you 1 notch. And then 100 silver, that's going to get you another notch, and so on and so on and so on and so on. You're going to have to keep paying in the silver credits in order to upgrade and max out your commander. And once it's done, you can move on to your loader. Once it's done, go on to your gunner. And once he's done, go on to your driver. Oh, look, that's the button I'm talking about. I haven't quite maxed out the driver here. So 200, 400, 800, 1600, done. Okay, that's what it looks like. Then for the tank itself, okay, you would do the exact same thing with firepower. Click, 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 click. It makes the hit points, the damage hit points better. And then protection, it makes your hit points of your armor better. The mobility, the current speed is going to go up. And then, of course, camouflage, your camouflage level will go up. You do all that by upgrading with silver, as you saw. Now, here's where it gets cool, okay? You're done. Tier 1, fully upgraded. It's maxed out, baby. It's driving around faster and hitting better because everything's upgraded, man. Okay, well, then you decide, all right, well, the Tier 2 will show you a price in silver, okay? But the Tier 3 will have a little lock icon on it, and then under that will be a gold price. What that means is if you want to leapfrog over the Tier 2, maybe even over the Tier 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on, it's going to cost you gold, and the higher you go up, it's going to cost you a lot. So, of course, I recommend you just go up in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. But here's the cool thing. The Tier 2, you buy with silver and credits. So then what you do is you go, you click over here and then you buy it, and then you do the same thing. You play your Tier 1, you earn 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, depending on how good you're playing, a match, okay? And you build up that silver and credits, and then ding, 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 on the Tier 2, you can level it up. And then you can level all this up. Here's the facts. This tank right here, my Tier 2, the very first match I played in this, it was fully upgraded. How? It was fully upgraded by playing the Tier 1 tank. Now you say, Mr. BeetleBum, that's pretty cool. why it's cool is because then if you find a tank that you really like to play, you can just farm and grind the credits for all your other tanks in that one tank that you like. Now, bear in mind, you don't want to do it in a tier 1. You're not going to want to grind the credits for a tier 5 and up in a tier 1 tank, because you make significantly more credits, of course, when you're in a higher tier. But that being said, I'm sure that once you get up to the Chaffee, or even better, like, can you imagine the Sherman or the Easy 8 or Jumbo? Man, one of those are going to fit you well, and then that can be your baby. That can be the one that you just grind, or farm, so to say, all the silver and credits for the rest of the tiers. Now, it still gets better. That's pretty cool, right? For all of us who have played the other tank simulator game that I've been playing for 12, 13, 14 years, you can't do that. You have to get XP to open up the tank, and then you have to grind all your parts basically through that tank. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to worry about that. You can just do it all through the one tank. Like I said, it does get better. And the better part is the fact that, remember how I said you can grind all your silver and credits for any tank? Well, guess what? Let's say you want to go over to the Soviet Union and get their tanks. Okay, it's silver. Boom, you buy it using the credits that you earned on your American tank. And then the same thing, you go in here and you go bam, 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 done with all the credits that you made on an American tank. Tell me how much better that is. Is that not awesome? I'm telling you, the real nice thing about this is that it's going to make the grind, so to say, a lot easier. That's the little tidbit I'm giving you today, okay? That's the one first big tip, or not tip, but just something that's really good about this. The next thing I'm going to tell you is, again, bing! Go to the website, download the game, get in there, try it out, but just bear in mind, there's lots of glitches, guys. It's open beta. You're going to have to Alt F4 just to like shut down the game and relog into it, every once in a while. A lot of glitches right now, like you'll load into a match, you'll finish the match, and then you come back into the garage and this tank's just not there. Okay, you can relog, play a different tank, and then just wait. And eventually, we did it last night on the stream, eventually it just comes back into your garage, okay? There are glitches where if you enter a battle and you're just not there, you can see your team going out, but you're not there. Again, Alt F4 and relog. And I will be honest with you, it hasn't happened that much to us. I've probably had to relog last night's stream probably about twice. The day before, maybe 3 or 4 times, but that was a much longer stream. Maybe 3 or 4 times. So it is bearable. So, just bear that in mind. It's a brand new game that's open beta. There's going to be some glitches. But come on out and see if you like it. The other thing is that while I'm streaming, of course, I'm doing count-ins. And this server is just us. So what I mean by that is my viewers are getting in against me. No problem. Or with me if they're playing American, depending on what tanks they're playing. So if you want to have fun and come kill BB in a game, it's easy peasy to get in. Because there's not a lot of us playing it. But I gotta say, it's pretty darn cool when you look at the end game and you see Randy, you see Carr, you see all the names of people that are playing it, and they're your viewers, man. I mean, it's wicked. We got Black Ops, we got Crimsey, we've got a whole bunch of people in there. And it's fun. It's fun. That's all I can say, is it is fun, man. So come on over and, get into the game with us. Let us know what you think. We actually have people from the game in our streams. So if you want to ask them questions or give them ideas, you can let them know right then. I saw Ammo in there. Captain Catastrophe was in there. Like, there's just so many, man. It's so cool. Gary's in there. There's so many that I know a Bytor was in there. I'm missing so many people, man. But it's funny because like a Dark Leviathan was in there. There's just so many people. And the other thing is that you have to play 13 games, 11 to 15 games in one tank before you can change your name. You see how it says Mr. BeetleBum up there? It's going to give you a name, and after 11 to 15 games in one tank, it will give you a prompt to change your name, and then we get to see you. Anyways, that's it for me. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, okay? Because I'm going to start making videos again. I'm going to let you know about all kinds of games and how to play them, if they're good, if they're fun, how to, cheese the bosses, all the kinds of stuff like that. All right, I hope you're having a great day no matter what you're doing out there, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Till the next time, guys, Mr. BeetleBum is out.